1. Cheating the Tour de France, secret bike tricks revealed. 2. Tadej Pogacar dominates stage 13 time trial Tour de France 2025. 1. Cheating the Tour de France, secret bike tricks revealed. In the high-stakes world of professional cycling, the mountain time trial has become a battleground where technology, strategy, and human endurance collide. Imagine this: two riders, separated by milliseconds, racing up a brutal 8% gradient. The winner isn't just the strongest or the most determined, they are the one who mastered the invisible game of equipment optimization. But here's where the debate intensifies: even the smallest decision, like choosing between a lightweight road bike and a full-time trial setup, can tip the scales. And this is the part most people miss: while aerodynamics still reigns supreme on flat roads, the mountains force teams to confront a paradox: how do you balance speed on the ascent with the drag of heavier gear? Let's rewind. A decade ago, time trials were straightforward. Riders pushed their limits, gritted their teeth, and whoever could sustain the highest power output won. Today? It's a chess match. Take the upcoming Stage 13 of the Tour de France, a grueling mountain TT that's more about engineering than brute force. Engineers face a labyrinth of choices: will they sacrifice grams for aerodynamic gains? Opt for a front disc wheel, which theoretically cuts through wind resistance but hasn't been seen in competition. Why not? Even the fabric of a skinsuit or the tightness of a sock becomes a factor. Here's the kicker: aero benefits shrink as speeds drop on climbs, but they never disappear. At the elite level, even a 0.5% improvement can mean victory. Consider Jonas Vingegaard and Tadej Pogacar, two titans battling for the general classification. Their success hinges on whether their bikes are trimmed for every last watt of efficiency. But controversy brews here: should teams prioritize aero gains over weight, even on steep gradients? Critics argue that lighter bikes offer pure climbing power, but proponents counter that modern TT setups are so refined, the drag penalty is negligible. And then there's the front disc wheel, a marvel of engineering that reduces turbulence on flat stages. Yet, in mountain TTS, it's a rare sight. Why? Teams fear instability on sharp turns and the added rotational weight on climbs. Is this caution justified, or is it a relic of outdated thinking? This is the question that divides experts. Some argue that with better tire tech and rider positioning, disc wheels could dominate even in the mountains. Others insist the risks outweigh the rewards. So, what's the takeaway? The mountain time trial is no longer a test of willpower alone. It's a symphony of decisions, each one a potential game changer. From the choice of aero socks to the frame stiffness of a bike, every detail is scrutinized. And yet, the human element remains irreplaceable. No amount of tech can substitute for a rider's ability to push through pain. But here's the twist: the best riders are those who trust their equipment implicitly. After all, in a race where seconds decide glory, the margin between triumph and heartbreak is razor thin. Now, we'll leave you with a question: if you were a team engineer, would you bet on aero or wait for this stage? Share your thoughts, because in the Tour de France, there are no easy answers. 2. Tadej Pogacar dominates Stage 13 time trial Tour de France 2025. Tadej Pogacar's unstoppable triumph, dominating the Tour de France 2025 with a stunning time trial victory on Stage 13. In a display of sheer dominance, Tadej Pogacar once again showcased his prowess at the Tour de France, securing his fourth stage victory of this year's race on Friday. The reigning champion, who had reclaimed the overall lead with a win on Stage 12, https://www.bbc.com/sport/cycling/articles/C1E01P369 Northwest 0, just a day prior, delivered another impressive performance to conquer the mountain time trial on Stage 13. The 26-year-old Slovenian cyclist effortlessly navigated the challenging 10.9 km route from Laudenvielle to the Peyregs airfield in the Pyrenees, completing it in a remarkable 23 minutes flat. This feat was a full 36 seconds quicker than his closest rival, Jonas Vingegaard, thereby extending his overall lead to an impressive 4 minutes and 7 seconds. Remco Evenepoel, the current world and Olympic time trial champion, who began the day in third place in the general classification, managed to win the other time trial. https://www.bbc.com/sport/cycling/articles/CZ7 of this year's Tour. However, his journey was not without hurdles. A minor mechanical issue threw him off his game, allowing Vingegaard to overtake him on the steep final ascent. Despite finishing a significant 2 minutes and 39 seconds behind Pogacar, Evenepoel managed to cling to third place in the GC standings, though he now trails the defending champion by over 7 minutes. Primož Roglič secured third place on the day, while British rising star Oscar only gained 29 seconds on Kevin Vorkelin, propelling himself into fifth overall. Pogacar, who reclaimed the Tour title from two-time winner Vingegaard last year with 6 stage wins, has now amassed a total of 21 stage victories. He currently stands 6th on the all-time list, with Sir Mark Cavendish holding the record at 35 stage wins. With 8 stages still to go in this year's edition, the possibilities are tantalizing. "I'm super happy," Pogacar enthused. "This time trial was a big question mark for me even back in December. I wanted everything to be perfect. My goal was to go all out from start to finish and give it my absolute best on the pedals. I nearly hit my limit at the end, but seeing the timer at the top gave me that extra push, knowing I was on track to win." Australian time trial champion Luke Plapp set an early pace that held up for most of the day as riders grappled with the demanding finish. The final 8 kilometers climb boasted an average gradient of 7.8%, with a brutal 16% incline in the last 300 meters. Riders were released at 2-minute intervals, and after losing 2 minutes and 10 seconds to Pogacar on Thursday, Vingegaard managed to catch Evenepoel just 50 meters from the finish line. "Yesterday was probably one of my worst performances, but today was one of my best, so it's great to bounce back like this," reflected the Danish cyclist. Interestingly, while Vingegaard and Evenepoel opted for adapted time trial bikes, Pogacar chose a road bike and still managed to be the fastest at both time checks before surging up the final stretch. Following Thursday's grueling mountain stage, the peloton is set to face another challenging route on Saturday, a 182.6 km journey from Pau to a summit finish at Lucan Superbagneries. *** Stage 13 results ***. 1. Tadej Pogacar, slow, UAE Emirates XRG, 23 minutes. 2. Jonas Vingegaard, Den Visma bike, plus 36 seconds. 3. Primož Roglič, slow, Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe, plus 1 minute 20 seconds. 4. Florian Lipowitz, GR, Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe, plus 1 minute 56 seconds. 5. Luke Plapp, AUS, Jaco Alula, plus 1 minute 58 seconds. 6. Matteo Jorgensen, US, Visma bike, plus 2 minutes 3 seconds. 7. Oscar Onley, GB, Picnic Post NL, plus 2 minutes 6 seconds. 8. Adam Yates, GB, UAE Emirates XRG, plus 2 minutes 15 seconds. 9. Lenny Martinez, FR8, Bahrain Victorious, plus 2 minutes 21 seconds. 10. Felix Gall, Haute Decathlon, AG2R La Mondiale, plus 2 minutes 22 seconds. *** General classification after stage 13 ***. 1. Tadej Pogacar, slow, UAE Emirates XRG, 45 hours 45 minutes and 51 seconds. 2. Jonas Vingegaard, Den Visma bike, plus 4 minutes 7 seconds. 3. Remco Evenepoel, Bell Soudal Quick Step, plus 7 minutes 24 seconds. 4. Florian Lipowitz,